Yeah,
Back.
yeah. What is up, fam? Beyond the Mist
Yo.
podcast is here. I'm your boy, Herman Hildo, aka Rooted Kingdom. And some
Yeah.
of you may know me as Halu Halu, but I like Rooted Kingdom. Here we go. I got my boy Gary, aka Sickness. He's in the
Sickness. What's up,
house.
y'all? I haven't seen you in so long, and you guys have never gotten to see me live. This is gonna be dope. We're back, baby. Beyond the mix.
Yes.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, Corby cannot be here. My dude, I love you. I know you're out sick. I hope you get well. Take care of yourself, brother. And he will be back, guys. Don't worry. We need that flavor in our life,
We need
right?
that Corb.
We need that Corb in our
We
life.
got this vibe today, though.
Welcome to episode 49.
Whoa.
49. Can you believe that? Episode 49?
Man, how many did I miss, though? Like 12?
That's
Something like
okay.
that.
It doesn't matter. We're going to get into that,
Chunk.
but we are here now. Welcome to episode 49, and it is called We Are Effing Back.
And we're effing back, baby. I got myself already.
I'm going to have to bleep that one out.
Bleep it. I almost said it. You might not have to bleep it. I was
All
like,
right. Yo, let's welcome back, guys. I am so happy to be back. I missed doing this. I miss getting the messages from our fan base. I do realize and recognize that we've been gone for about 2 years.
yo,
If you have questions for us, you want to know where we went to, we're gonna try to cover all of that today. If you want to hit us up on the sideline, you're more than welcome to. If you want to text me and ask me 909-532-2455, you can send me a text. Oh my goodness. Everyone's gonna be
oh,
texting
you
me.
opened it up.
Send it in. Send it
Just
in.
hit me on
I
my
like
social feeds.
it.
I will message you though.
Yeah,
I would love to hear from people.
same here. I do love hearing from people. And why did I give out my cell phone number? Because I
Well,
love that human to human interaction. One thing I cannot stand is when I go to DM somebody, like for instance,
mhm.
there's this artist that I was really vibing with, man. His music really touched me right here. I felt like he understood, like that song understood my journey. And I went
Got
and
you.
DM'd
Sometimes you
ID.
just hear it and you're like,
Yep.
my
I
soul. Yeah, yeah.
exactly. I DM'd him and said, hey man, and I was like, this song really resonates with me. Thank you for writing this song. Like how? And I asked a question. It was like,
Yeah, you want to know
how
his
did
process.
you find this? Like, how did you find a song like this and put it from your thoughts to the paper to the recording studio, and nothing. I didn't hear anything. So I'm just kind of like, I don't want to be
Yeah.
that type of artist or performer, whatever.
You
But
gotta
yeah,
reach back
guys,
out. You
I'm
said
very,
something
very
profound.
open. Hit me up. Hit up Gary. We are very approachable people. Okay, let's do this.
Do it.
Sig, what you been up to, man? What's going on your side?
Yo, so much stuff. So like I took like a 2 year hiatus. Life just wasn't going the direction I wanted. And when you don't really feel the vibes of music you're making and you're not living the vibes of the music you're making, you can't
Yep.
make that music. I'm not gonna
Right.
be fake and make dance music while I'm going through stuff, you know? So we all go through stuff. Um,
Right.
I went off on my own, had a big bad breakup, moved homeless, this, that, the other. It's been a wild 2 year journey, but I've got myself well rounded now. I got a good job. I've had it for almost a year now. I got my stuff back together and I found this place called the Cosmic Art Studio here in town.
Oh, shout
Oh
out
my,
Cosmic Art Studio. Shout out.
shout out
Shout them
Cosmic
out.
Art Studio. You guys have changed my life. I walk in this place and there was such a level of love and acceptance and respect from person to person. Like I'm kind of a wallflower. Either if I'm in a sad zone in my life, I'm a wallflower. I don't talk to nobody. But if I'm in the vibe, I'm DJ Cygnus. I talk to everybody. I love everybody. I'm the life of every party. But
I
if I'm not
I
feeling
love
it,
that.
I don't feel it at all. I'm the wallflower watching you guys live life. That was my life for 2 years. I walked in, And these young people, these kids, they just clicked up to me. They wanted to know about my music and my soul, my art, what I felt, where I came from. And they respected and loved everything that I had to say and just brought me into the family. Like, I'm not like the guy on like day one, I was part of the inner core team. I'm talking artists every day. Like you were just talking about having like an emotional connection to their art. I get to actually talk to these artists, ask them their
I
processes,
love that.
what they went through to get. It's deep, dude. And
That's
we
good,
share
man.
experience, like not just like I liked your song, I'll follow it on Spotify. Like we share what connected me to what
Right.
connected them to write it, how they did. It's amazing, dude. It's a whole community of these beautiful people.
That's
There's
good, man.
music, there's sculpting, there's painting, there's everything going on
Art.
there.
It's just
Art,
artistic.
just all art
Oh, I
and
love
good
that.
vibes and love. So like now that I have that in my life, I'm back. DJ Cygnus is back. I've been writing a whole new album. I've been sculpting it out so fast. Like
Okay.
I'm on like 9 tracks already. So like it's basically done. Now it's time for mixing, mastering, producing, and putting in like the final stuff, you know?
Right.
Like it's just I come back from there 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. You know, I'm there for the after parties. I DJ'd, I helped set up lights and stage, I helped
Ooh,
artists, whatever. I'm like roadie, security, door guy, but like all of it non-official, but becoming more official as I'm there. You know what I mean? Just being helpful. Love these people, man.
good,
Love
man.
these people.
You got to do what you love, man. And here's one thing that I absolutely love about what you just said, man. Um, being an artist, right? I'm an artist myself. I write music. I like to write. I don't write poetry, but I like writing short stories. I like writing
You got away with
songs.
words.
And I love just producing music, writing music and stuff like that. Um, there's a lot going on in here.
Yeah,
And the thing is with
all the
being an
time.
artist, exactly
You're
there's
a whole
so
universe.
much,
Yeah,
and I could hear it as you talk, Sig. I could hear it as you talk. There's so much going on, and you're trying to organize it, but sometimes it doesn't come out, and this is where we get frustrated as artists, right?
no doubt.
And where the world just gets heavy. The world gets heavy, and we just explode inside, and we shut the world off. We close the door.
Internalize. Yeah,
But what I love about what you are doing, brother, is you have found you have found people outside of Beyond the Mix podcast, outside of your homeboys, right? You have found people one on one that you could vibe with,
yeah,
and you could share similar struggles, ups and downs. And this is what life is about, family. Like, to our fans listening, whether you are a gamer, an athlete, a musician, some type of artist, writer, sculptor, you have to find people that you can resonate with and
yeah.
share those experiences, because
You're
life
so
is
right.
about experiences, right?
I was the
Um,
loneliest artist before. You
I
need
know,
that to
man.
flourish.
I
Like I
know.
had you guys, but you guys are on the other coast. Like I can't
Right,
come
right,
hang out with Herman. I've never had the pleasure of chilling with Herman. Like not even
right,
5 minutes. We do it like this, or like we call each other, we text each other. It's been like a long distance friendship for years, you know?
right, right,
Like I actually have people in my town that are hitting me up right now as we're doing this. They're like, "What are you doing, Cygnus? Oh, we're doing this tonight. You got help on the sound and the lighting?" I'm like, "I got you." You know, like there's fun stuff going on all the time in like my actual world. I used to turn this off and like go from Cygnus with produced music to like
right,
back to Gary, you know, and nobody
right.
would really know like the difference of the dichotomy of the two lives. Like it was my Batman.
You,
You
you
know what
know
I
what,
mean?
man? I find this
A
helpful for
Batman
me, and I'm glad you brought that up, Sig. I'm glad you brought that up because
persona.
this is where we struggle as artists, bro. We feel like that we need to have two separate identities,
Hmm.
right? One is your stage name, and the
Yeah,
other, the other
separate.
is separate. And this is what I love about this new generation, right? So me and you, Sig, we're about the same age. I'm 41. I will be 42 this year.
38.
Oh
Nice,
my
dude.
goodness. Well, I
38.
don't know if
We're
we're the
right there.
same age. I guess that was,
We in the pocket.
it sounds like a lot older because I'm in my 40s and you're in your
It's
30s,
not
but,
much.
but
Six
not
years.
30, bro, 38, 39, 40, 41.
Oh my
3
God.
years.
See, I can't even math. That's how old we
Bro,
are.
bro, just bro, get off the podcast, my dude.
There it
Okay.
goes.
So
Check us
and
out. Bye.
getting back to it, bro. Getting back to it. My point is like when we were coming up, especially when I was coming up in music, I was taught to have a stage name. Like just like you,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had an apprenticeship with this man that I met after I got out of the Marine Corps, right? And I would follow him around, and I was exactly his roadie. So he was a producer for a Baptist church,
yeah.
like,
Okay.
and they would go around, and I'd have to set up
That's
the compressors,
everything.
the
Yeah.
cues, and the he taught me all that stuff.
I'm still learning it. I'm
Yeah,
learning
he
it
he
on hand.
and this is like actual chords and stuff, and he
Yeah.
always told me, and it sticks with me. You have a stage name, and you have your personality. They never mix. You want to keep your
Mhm.
life separate. And
I disagree.
what I love about this new generation, brother, they are just, this is me. This is
Yeah.
also me. Whether you like it or not, we are the same person, and they, you know, that's that's who they are, and
Some
they're
of these
they're
people, I go to the gym with a DJ and I call him by the name I met him on his set because who knows what his real name is? He doesn't know mine is Gary. Yeah, I mean,
right,
it's not that I want him to not know that I'm Gary, but he gave me his DJ name as his real name, so I'm
right,
Cygnus. So we're at the
right,
gym. He's like, Cygnus, did you hit? I'm like, yeah, I got it, bro.
right,
It's
right.
it's funny.
Bro, it's kind of like the gaming community. Like, I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys know this, but I
I'm
love
also Cygnus on gaming.
I just I just started playing Call of Duty, right? So at first I didn't play it, right? Because I didn't, it's Call of Duty,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the whole Marine
There's a
Corps thing.
community though.
It's like Iraq all over again, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
I kind of
Not really something
struggled.
you want
I
to.
struggled with it, but I wanted to play it because I play with my niece and nephew. It's my way to connect with them. They're far away. We moved away. I was with them, from when they were little, and I'd always go pick them up, and then I had to move away from my job, and I missed them. So this is when I was in law enforcement. I recently retired, like I want to say like 3 years ago. um but we moved away because of my job. They're in Southern California, and we got moved to Northern California. And then I missed them. So they're like, hey, we can play Call of Duty, and we can like have comms, and we could talk to
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other. But I kind of struggled with it because the game, I didn't like guns and stuff
PTSD.
like that. Right.
Yeah,
Um, but so when I stopped playing, I missed them, and I kind of got depressed because I missed them. I play with them all the time, and I really miss them. I feel like I missed their lives, like I missed so many things. So I
yeah.
started playing again,
There you go.
and
Connected.
and yeah, and we got reconnected, and this time I'm like, this is a
You're
game.
spending time across space,
This is a
you know?
game. It's a game. And now, I just want to put it out there. If you are a veteran, you're a combat veteran, and you want to play Call of Duty, I'm going to tell you this: it is nowhere like reality, like what we have experienced. It is nothing like it. It is a game. I
It's a
mean,
game.
there are some similar things on there, like
They're doing
for
good with elements, but it's a
yeah,
game.
for example, they have, there's like a like for example, AK-47. It's not called an AK-47. It's called like a AT Kev or something like that,
Yeah,
7.62
yeah.
something. It's
There's certain things they gotta
right.
because of the level of intensity of realism.
They'll do stuff like 3 2 1 execute, which I mean that's what we did in the military. But you just kind of got to get past all that and recognize that the gaming community is just a gaming community. And my point is, guys, my point is that we also use our stage names, our gaming names. Like mine is Hit Diesel, and my teammate, his name is Sedative Warfare. We call him Sed. You know,
Nice.
and then I got my niece on there, and my nephew, that we're all a squad. We're the Ooh Squad.
That's
And
dope.
yeah, so
Watch out for the ooh squad. They
yeah,
coming.
for that point, the
That's
point
dope.
is we all use our gaming name. But again, I want to point this out
Would you
again.
find Call of Duty to have been therapeutic for your
Yes,
PTSD and your prior experience? Because that's kind of
yes.
an important point that You segued
Thank you
there.
for bringing that up, Sig.
Yeah,
And I want
because there's
to
lots
say
of
yes,
vets
it
out
has.
there. You know,
I want to say yes,
my
it
whole
has.
family were vets.
Um,
I never served myself, but my dad, my uncle.
I I feel like it helps me to separate what's real, what's not real.
Yeah.
So it is very therapeutic because even though we're fighting each other, like for instance, me and you, I don't know you, I've never met you, and you beat me, right? And obviously it's violent, you know, the guy
Oh
goes
yeah.
down and it kind of feel you kind of feel a certain way. But you hear in the comms, hey brother, that was a good game, man. You want to play again? And
Nice.
it kind of brings you back to like this level of peace, right? This brotherhood, this sisterhood, this familyhood,
I'm
right?
not
It's
actually at war. I'm
right,
vibing
exactly,
with a person and there's peace and love
exactly.
on that end. And I'm
And
gonna give it right back.
yes,
Even though we're killing each other, you know?
and I think just having an escape from this, like our mind, it is very therapeutic because oftentimes if it's quiet, I have ringing, like really bad ringing in my ear. I'm hard of hearing in this ear. I have all the hairs on my eardrum are they're singed off. So I kind of I don't really hear that well. So there's always this loud ringing. So I have to have some type of noise. So having like my comms in, it just kind of eases the agitation a little bit.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, you know, hey Sig, man,
that's
I love you
cool.
for that, man. Thank you for bringing that
Yeah,
up
bro.
for the veterans. I
Absolutely.
that means a lot to me, man.
Gotta look out for
Big love
everybody,
to
bro.
you.
And I could see you had an experience in that, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, big
Share it
love,
with them.
man. Okay, let's move on, bro. Music,
Let's go. Let's go.
Cygnus, the Cygnus disciple. Are you still going by Cygnus disciple?
So I have lots of projects and I didn't
Okay,
really launch them all, but like you know how an artist be, I have to do stuff. So I
right.
have me and my roommate wrote like I want to say 20 rap songs.
Wow.
I
Okay.
finished, mixed, mastered, and produced one that I was okay with. So that's Cygnus Disciple. I have Cygnus here in Greek, and then I have Latin on this side says
Ooh,
Disciple.
you're
So
all tatted up.
it, I'm all tatted up now. I had none of this before. I got the
That's
eyes
kind
of
of
Ra,
hot, bro.
Horus, right? No doubt, bro. I'll get into these sometime. I got the angels and the demons on that side. Very cool stuff going on. But like we
That's
wrote
cool,
all these
bro.
rap songs together and I plan to still put out Cygnus Disciple because like I
Okay.
don't know if you listen to it, dude, but I kill it. I can rap my I can
I've heard
I'm
you rap.
good, bro. I'm good. I'm like real good. But
I
like
know
the
you're
stuff
good.
that's unreleased, oh, so it's coming because I she would write lyrics because I was new to rap and like cadence of rap. I can write all
Right.
day, but like she listened to rap primarily and was like, no, 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 you say this that way. You move this
Right.
over here. This has
Ooh.
to drop here. And I'm like, really? I didn't know that. So like I
It's an
absorbed what
art
she
form, right?
said and learned a new art form. And I was like, yo, I can rap. So there will be Cygnus Disciple eventually. I took a little side journey into doing I made a pop punk called Intrusive Shadow, but it's only on SoundCloud. I have like two or three songs up. They're pretty good. It's like Green Day. It's you know what I mean? It's poppy, it's punky, it's good stuff if you can find it. And then I made Nehemut, which is like pure like
Sorry about that.
black metal, death metal, black metal, just me bass guitar, drums, violin,
Oh, you're
cello.
gonna have to text all this to me,
I'll
man,
text you that,
because
dude.
I want to do a
It's
shout out, but
out
I don't even know
there.
how to spell any of this.
I'll I have to like do some changes to it before I have you shout it out, but it's out there if
Okay.
people want to scour the SoundCloud. And
Okay,
then
that's on
I
SoundCloud.
got a whole new Cygnus coming up, but I'm gonna focus on Cygnus. I'm gonna focus on maybe Cygnus Disciple because I got a lot of rap that's got to come out. Like I wrote it, it's got to come out. It's on some like biblical, Gnostic, deep information level, a little bit
Okay.
of conspiracy theory meets
You know,
ancient
I love conspiracy
mysteries.
theory.
There's a lot of magic involved. It got crazy, but you guys know me. I've always been a wizard. Cygnus is not only
Right.
my DJ name, it's my wizard name, it's my name, you know?
Right, right. You know, let's talk about that for a minute. That's interesting, man. So you have a lot of projects, and I
A
counted
lot of
about four
projects.
or five projects,
Yep.
right? And this is
There might be more
interesting.
coming. I got a little band coming at the Cosmic, working on it.
That's
I
interesting,
keep
man,
busy.
because um so you have a lot of projects. Are these like different personas or
Yeah, yeah, I would say they are. Cygnus Disciple, like you got to put on that rapper persona. You got to move like a rapper. Your hand, so like there was a whole new world for me, you know.
okay?
But like I got so immersed in it that now Cygnus and Cygnus the Disciple, since like rap doesn't have to be out of EDM and electronic,
Right,
it's
right.
kind of become one thing.
So you don't put
It's
yourself
just
in a
too,
box at all.
no, not at all, bro.
I like that.
I've been breaking that box down.
Good,
I
good.
the metal and the punk stuff that was kind of a box, a new persona. I might bring them back just to like break down the barriers, you
Right.
know?
You know,
I,
this is interesting, man, because life, right? Especially, I don't know if you guys know this or if you know this, Sig, is I'm a yoga instructor too.
I
So
do
it's
know that, yeah.
after my retirement, I started a fitness business called a Root to Kingdom. Go figure. Um, so and anyway, that I started teaching yoga. One thing that I teach about yoga is the exploration of different roads, right? It's not about the destination, right?
About the journey.
It's about the
100%
journey.
it's about the journey.
And you're not gonna know unless you journey. And
Yep.
this is why I'm so proud of you, Sig.
Thank you, bro. I
It
went through a
is
dark night of the soul, came back, went
you're
back
sitting
in,
there
came
and
back.
you're just exploring different
I'm
avenues.
loving
You're
it.
not putting yourself in a box. That is outstanding. Do you have any specific projects that are released that are coming out, or
Um,
that are coming out shortly within the next couple
Nothing,
months? Nothing.
nothing. But I'm gonna change that probably after today. I'll get
Oh,
at
good.
least one of mine, turn it into a single, and probably 30 days, 40 days from now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
got a lot going on this weekend, but I'm gonna put some time in on that DAW.
There you go. DAW guys is a digital audio workstation, kind of
That's
like
where the
Logic
magic
Pro
happens.
10 or what's another one?
FL Studio.
FL Studio.
I play
That's
with
a big one.
Ableton a little bit. I don't really get
Ableton.
it as much.
That's okay.
I'm
So
100% Logic Pro.
me too.
That's my
So
favorite.
I got a couple projects too.
Yeah,
So you know, as you guys know, my stage name, right? My main music project, my solo project
persona.
is Rooted Kingdom. Um, and so I have a song that I got coming out, and I believe I'm gonna call it "Falling in Love." It's a very vulnerable song, and it's much
Sounds it
different
already.
from what um what I've been producing. I kind of wanted to explore like an indie pop, right? So it's like an
Nice.
indie. Maybe pop is the wrong word.
That
Indie
sounds
rock,
I can hear that for you. That
indie
sounds
rock,
like a good move for you.
very open spaced, very gentle on the productions, very gentle on the engineering, and very gentle on the mastering. So a lot of it is raw. It sounds very much open. I use a lot of, I don't want to say filters, but I have a space design. So I kind of basically put myself in a big room, if you will. So I got that coming out too, and that song is me and my wife's story about when I asked her, you know, when we met each other and I asked her to marry me.
Deep.
So I got that song coming. I don't know why I went with it. It's just something that I was feeling
Too
like
deep
I
though.
had this book, right? And I'm still I guess it's still old school. I had this book, so my wife bought me this, and basically I like write all my notes. I write all my notes in. I don't know if you guys
You
can
can't
see
see
that.
the act. Yeah, there they go.
There you go. I write like all my
Nicely
notes, and
spaced,
yeah, I
organized.
even write the chords. I write the notation and stuff, like just my ideas that I hear in my head, and I kind of
That's
go bum 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 bum
cool.
bum 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 bum. You know, I was
Yeah, because you know notation so well, you can
right,
just,
right,
oh,
right,
this is what it is, do, and come back later. I wish
right.
I had that skill.
Well, I grew up in music, and I went to music school and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
my theory is not quite
I
there.
don't have a degree in music theory, guys. I have have a degree in criminal justice, and I do have a lot of credentials as fitness. Like I'm a certified personal trainer, fitness instructor. I'm a certified strength and conditioning coach. We call it performance enhancement, and a yoga instructor. So I kind of do a lot.
You
Um,
already know me. I'm a
yeah,
Reiki master teacher. I've been doing it
yep,
20 years. I'm a reflexologist certified and agreed. I teach meditation. I have taught yoga, but not, I need more information before I can actually teach yoga like officially, but like on a
right.
friend level.
Got it, got it.
Oh, I
But
also teach qigong.
oh, okay.
I was
Um,
teaching martial arts too for the
oh,
last year.
really?
Yeah,
Nice,
man.
man.
Cool. All over the
Um,
place.
and then also me and Corby. So I don't know if you guys know this or if you know this, Sig, but I'm also the producer for Peaceable Music.
Mm-hmm.
So Corby brought me in
Peaceable's
as his
awesome.
as his producer. So we're working on songs. Corby works a lot. He's got a crazy schedule. He's a respiratory therapist, and whenever there's an inflection, especially like this time of year, people are getting sick. That especially after COVID, people are having more like respiratory issues. So he's been working a
Yeah,
lot, and yeah. So
it's
big
rough.
love to you, Corb. I know you're out there working, man, and you're not
Miss you,
feeling
bro.
well.
It's been two
Yeah,
years,
same.
my guy. We'll vibe
I
next
know.
time.
So that song that I have Falling in Love, I'm not sure when it's going to come out yet. I haven't really decided. It's still sitting on my desk. I haven't released it yet. I'm just trying to
It's coming.
yeah, it's done. It's done. I have it. I just don't know when I want to get it up. I still have to make the cover art and stuff like that. But okay, I don't know if you guys remember this, right? I don't know if you guys remember from the last episodes. We used to do this word game
Oh,
when it was me, Corbin and Gary and Sun Rays. We used to do this word game. So we're going to change it a little bit for this episode, but normally how it's going to work is in the beginning of the episode, we are going to have words. I'm going to assign everybody a word and they have to use that word within the episode. If they don't use that word within the episode, that word has to go in their next release. So it will be public. Okay.
I
So
am yet to have to put one of these words
you are
in,
yet to have
so
to, we have
it's
some
not
funny
happening.
words.
I
We
am
got
not
words.
bumfuzzled about no words.
You can't use it yet, my dude. You
I
can't use
jumped
it
the
yet.
gun.
You can't use it yet. But for
Oh,
next time you're not gonna have the word. You're not
yeah,
gonna know
yeah.
it because it'll
You're
be
gonna just
given
get me.
at the end. But for right now, we're just gonna give you a little clip on how it's gonna work. Gary, his word is gonna be bumfuzzle. So Gary has to use that word in the podcast. He has to
Not like
use
I
that
just
word in a
did.
podcast. But bumfuzzle, what does it mean? Bumfuzzle means um it refers to being confused or perplexed.
So like very old grandparent style way of saying you're confused.
Right, right.
Yep.
So that's like probably back in the 1930s that they were
Wow,
saying that.
yeah. I don't
And
even think
then
my grandparents were around for that word.
my word is fartlek. What is fartlek? That sounds horrible. Like,
It
oh, I'm gonna
does.
fartlek. No, no, no.
It's just like a standard word.
Fartlek is actually a word that was used back in the 1930s that referred to runners training. So when they would transition from running to jogging,
Oh
right?
wow.
And it's
Hit
funny
the
that
fartlek, boys. Hit the
it's funny that
fartlek.
I
And they would
got this one is because I am a performance enhancement coach, right? I've never heard of this, even in our school, right? I go to the National Academy of Sports Medicine. I was never taught this word, so it must be one of those 1930s, maybe 1900 words that was used, you
just a
know,
colloquial term. Yeah.
right?
I like
Just
that
you
though.
know what's funny thinking
What's
about
up with
those.
the 30s this week, bro? You're like zoot
I don't
suiting in
know.
here.
I don't know. It just kind of came up.
I'm
It
down with
just
it
kind of
though.
came
That's a
up.
vibe.
You know what's
I gotta
interesting?
write an old style song now.
It, I maybe we should all write one. We should all write one and
Yeah.
call it Beyond the Mix
Yo.
Pod or
Oh,
the Pod.
I will make an awesome EDM track out of that too.
We
You imagine
should.
the build? I'm down.
Oh, dude, we actually absolutely should. So, but yeah, next episode we'll have the word game. The guys won't know what it is. We will be releasing our next episodes every second and fourth Friday of the month. So, for example, I'm gonna pull up my calendar and I'm saying this so you guys can kind of keep track when we're doing it. So I pull up my calendar and I'm going to the month of March. So the second week would be the 8th, right? Yeah. One, two. So the second week would be the 8th, and then the 22nd of March would be our next release. So I know the first week is actually a short week because it kind of bleeds into from February, but I'm counting that as that first line. That's week one, week two, week three, week four. Okay, so this episode will air on March 8th as you're probably listening to it. And why do we do Friday? Because Friday, most people are driving back to work now. Most people are commuting.
That's when
So
you're
you have
probably gonna
something,
hear this, yeah,
yeah, you have something to
in
listen
the
to.
car driving,
Yeah, exactly.
especially you
Um,
guys out there in California.
yeah, oh yeah.
You got a long time on them
We are
roads.
busy out here. All right, my dude, let's talk about social media.
Let's go.
Okay, what socials do you use? What's your main go-to? What's your main go-to?
It used to be TikTok, but TikTok's weird
Is it
and
weird?
is weird. I have like a 8K or something like that. I used to have more because I would do Reiki. I would do like magic stuff for people, and like it just got weird. So I took down everything that I had and started just doing my DJ stuff there. But the
Okay, okay.
transition for that audience, they're like, "Who's this guy? What's going on?
Right, right.
Do
You
your
have to
Reiki
rebuild.
again?" And I'm like, I'm pulling back because I did like 100 hours a week of Reiki,
Uh-huh.
making
That's a
videos,
lot.
making all this stuff for free. You know what I
Hmm,
mean?
hmm.
And then like as I build an audience, I was like, shop coming, shop coming, shop coming. I had clients booked up that were like, oh, I want to learn my level one, my level two, my level three. I'm like, let's go. I had all my stuff ready. I have like two clients that actually turned out. The rest were just people on TikTok talking.
Right,
So I was like, all right, this isn't a viable option for a business model. So
right.
pull back, stop making the videos, pull them down. And now I'm doing the DJ thing, but the transition's weird there. But I'm DJ Cygnus on TikTok.
Okay,
You'll see more stuff going forward that's it'll grow in that direction. My main has been Instagram recently, just because
okay,
like all the people in my community are on Instagram. So I for my 2 year hiatus, I basically did nothing music media related. So
okay.
it's almost like come to a standstill. It's like I'm starting over, which honestly
Right, right,
is the
right,
best,
right.
is the best. So
Yeah, sometimes we gotta do that. Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna push on.
So Instagram is your go-to that you use.
Yep, DJ Cygnus,
Okay.
CYGNU6. Oop,
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll have all that in the show notes. So if you guys want to
bingo.
find his
I just
socials, you
like to
just
point to the hat.
you just click on it. And if you guys didn't know this, we actually use Anchor, which is well, it's not called Anchor anymore. It's called
Spotify
Spotify
podcast or
for
something.
podcasters, right?
Yeah,
So we'll be using Spotify's podcast. Excuse me,
Spoticaster.
Spoticaster. I like that.
Spoticaster. Hit me
Um,
up, Spotify. You can have the name.
yeah, so this episode will be released on the Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Most people use Spotify, Apple, Amazon, iHeartRadio, stuff like that. You'll be able to find it. And there's
You
something
find us.
that if there's a if you happen to run into this and there's a platform you want us to use, let us know and then we could potentially get it on there. So yeah, social media for me, I like to use Instagram. That's kind of my go-to, right? But so I have a couple of accounts, right? My main one that I use a lot is the Herman Hildo 360. Why 360? Because I'm from Washington State and Bremerton. Our area code is 360. A lot
Oh,
of people,
360.
yeah, a lot of people
Shout
think
out.
that it's like, oh, why do you have 360? Like, what is that? I was like, oh, no, no, it's an area code
It's just
for,
Herman repping his block, yo.
yeah, I'm ripping my block. And
Just
you
repping
see
the block.
I got the Seattle Mariners. Yeah, baseball
I thought I was
season
a
is
gangster.
is
Listen to this
back.
guy.
But anyway, so I like Instagram. I just started uh a TikTok because my wife and sister-in-law always sending me videos, funny videos of like cats and
It's
stuff
funny.
on
Yeah.
TikTok, and I can never open. So I have to click on the link, and then I have to click not now to join, and then sometimes it won't play the audio, sometimes it won't, so I
Just
kind of
join
miss
up.
out. So I'm gonna
Yep.
join up. I did join up, but I'm probably gonna use that one kind of like the Herman Hildo where it's just me, right?
Yeah,
You're
there you
you're
go.
gonna I'm gonna
Just
have
have a TikTok,
yeah, I'm
not
gonna have yoga
a
on
band.
there.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
have I'll probably put some gaming clips. I don't know, just whatever I feel like doing. Now, like you, bro, I'm not putting myself in a box. But I
No
do want
doubt.
to bring up that for a long time I didn't use social media. And I want to tell you why, because it kind of it kind of didn't align with me mentally. Like it gave me more stress in my life, right, than I wanted. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to find leads.
Toxic.
I'm trying to, yeah, the people are toxic on there.
That's
I
why I
see
pulled
like
back.
I'm
It's
being pushed
toxic.
on videos where people are getting beat up, or like people are saying there's a lot of racism, and just
Yeah,
people are sitting behind
catfishing,
a
racism.
keyboard and just typing really, really mean stuff to one another. So I found it to be very, very
Yeah, the
toxic.
comments get so bad. Like you find something
Yeah.
that you're like, I don't know about that with the content itself, but then you go through the comments and you are absolutely going to
Right.
find the
Right.
worst thing possible,
Right. So
not the best
I
thing
stayed off of social
possible.
media for quite some time. And then I slowly kind of worked my way back. I think I was off social media for about 2 or 3 years. So I finally got to a place in my mind where I could handle it without it impacting me internally, without having internal conflict. And I've been on social media now for probably the better part of like 6 months, and I've been okay with it. It's not really a big part of my life. What I did notice that social media is really no longer used to be social for like me talking to Gary, right?
Yeah,
Or Corby or to the boys. It's more becoming as a place for business owners to promote themselves and find leads. So it's
it's a
not,
place to dialogue with corporate
yeah, it's
America
more like
on a
a
streamline.
business,
Yeah,
right? So it
and now
kind
with
of
the
lost
TikTok
that
shop,
social media, whatever. It kind of changed a little bit. And
yeah,
then Twitter changed. It's not Twitter anymore, it's X.
X,
So
it's
that's a little
weird.
weird. I do have YouTube. You know, it's funny. I got a gaming channel on YouTube. It's, Hit Diesel. And I swear I made it just so I could get better at Call of Duty. So I'll record my videos on PlayStation, and then just like, I don't know if you guys know on PlayStation, but you can click a button, record your screen, and then you can upload it from PlayStation. So
Yeah,
that's what I do, and I do it so I could watch myself get better. So for example, when I'm gaming in Call of Duty, I would look like I'm looking down, right? I've have my little dot like
yeah,
downward, and I've noticed that, and everyone always tells me, they're like, hey, you got to put your dot up, like
yeah,
in the
yeah. You
middle of the
gotta aim up
screen, or
so you can see
where it
people.
would be.
Yep.
And that's what I do. I look at ways I can get better, and honestly, I don't know if I'm good. I've i've heard in passing that I'm pretty good, but I'm pretty good for like my lobby. I'm not like my buddy in my squad. He's a pro gamer. So I mean, he gets paid to play video games, and he's really, 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 really good. He's got me into private one-on-one matches, where he's like teaching me like movements, and how to move efficiently
Yeah.
in game. And I think I shot him maybe like 1 or 2 times. I've downed him once. He says that he didn't, like, he was trying not to go down, but I think he did it just so I could feel better about myself. He's a really nice
Maybe
guy.
you got him. Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
good
I
as he
got him.
is, maybe you
I don't
got
know.
him.
He's really a nice guy. So I would never really, really know if I actually got him, or if he's just trying to, get my confidence up. I have no idea. Um,
You ever have somebody make a hate video of you?
it might be out there. I mean,
I found one once,
of
like a year
me?
of me.
Oh, really?
Remember, I used to do a little bit of streaming with my Star Wars Battlefront. Like I'm pretty good. I'm
Oh,
pretty good. I found after a year of hiatus, I was just scrolling through YouTube. I was like, "What's up with Cygnus?" And I typed in my name. I saw, I got him, Cygnus Death, and it was guy was playing Boba Fett flying with the rockets, and I'm like swinging, killing his buddy with a lightsaber. He
yeah.
just dropped down from the sky and said, "Da-da-da-da-da-da-da," with all the rockets and killed me. And he's like teabagging on me. I
Oh
got
no.
sickness. I'm like, what did
Good
I
game
do,
squad.
bro?
Dude, that's, hey bro, but you know what, man?
I took it as like a compliment. I was like,
Yeah,
man, I
it's
wrecked your whole team. Sorry,
yeah, yeah,
buddy.
yeah, yeah.
wrecked
Yeah.
them.
I mean, it doesn't sound like that he did it out of hate. I think he's more
It
proud
seemed
of
mean
himself
at the moment,
that
but
he
like
did it.
I was
So
happy about it,
there's a
kind
couple
of.
of YouTubers that I really, really, really like, man. One guy, his name is It's Nick. He's really good. I love watching him. He gives a lot of like how to and builds for like upgrading your weapon and stuff like that. And dude, he's been great. He seems like a really really nice guy. And what I like about It's Nick too is I actually commented on one of his videos and he commented back. So he's one of those guys, man. So I really
That's cool.
do appreciate that. So shout out to you, It's Nick on YouTube. And then another guy that I like to watch, his name is Timmy Toucans. He's kind of
Good
a
name.
world troll, but the dude's funny. He's like, I don't a lot of people don't like him. But I would love to get smoked by him because he's so funny, dude. He'll down somebody. He'll be like, "Hey, bro, what happened? What happened there? You tried to get me? What happened to you? What do you think went wrong back there?" He's kind of a
That
funny guy, bro. It kind of
sounds
reminds me of
fun.
how you would be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sig, you kind of be like a jerk off in game,
Yeah,
but just
yeah.
having fun.
I never had this when I was doing that before. I might start, dude. It gets real.
I love gaming, bro.
But like I
Gaming is
have
very
fun.
therapeutic.
It's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
fun. I don't know
Exactly.
why I love that Star Wars Battlefront 2 so much, but like it's like Call of Duty with a lightsaber added into the element. It gets nuts, man. Four on
Rehearse,
four
bro.
teams. Oh
I
my
do.
God.
I love gaming. Right now, Call of Duty has the Walking Dead
Oh, nice.
little theory going, a theory, little theme going. The first one came out with this horde hunt where you're fighting zombies. It's
Nice. Yeah,
really, really,
yeah.
really cool. And then now they have a Rick Grimes skin. And then yesterday or maybe the day before they came out with the Michonne skin. I went and got those right away, dude. And right
Nice.
now they have an event. So basically you got to score points wearing the Michonne skin. And I did that, bro. It's so funny. Funny story, man. I was wearing the Michonne skin, and this guy he just demolished me. And I like to go into battle royale quads, but I turn off the squad feel, so I'm always alone.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
my so it's
See
usually a
what
one
happens.
versus four. And the reason why I do that is to make me a better Call of Duty player, right? So that way I'm not getting used to somebody having my back. I can take on four. If I can handle myself well, I can handle myself
No doubt.
against
Yeah.
four people, right? And then if I have a squad, I'm that much more better, which
Yep.
is a different type of gameplay.
It's
But
a
anyway,
training. Yeah. It's
this
training.
guy, this guy down. Well, I down like one or two of his teammates, and then he just downs me. He just downs me hard, and I was so proud of myself because I was downing his team, and then he downs me. And
Oh
then
man.
so I see in the chat, he goes, "What happened, baby girl?"
Oh, that's hilarious
And
though.
it just made me laugh. And I was like, bro, you got me, dude. I go, don't worry, I'm coming back. He's like, don't worry, baby girl, I'm waiting for you. It's just so
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
It's so funny.
That's
I'm
good.
like my
Rather
dude.
than being like,
I'm a
oh,
dude. I'm just wearing the
yeah.
skin for the event. He's like, oh my bad.
Oh man, people on Battlefront, it gets
Oh,
toxic.
I
You get a
loved it.
message from somebody in Battlefront, you know that it's don't even open it,
Right, right,
back
right,
and
right.
forth, just block them as spam. You do what you got to do and move on.
Yeah,
I got
but
in all these years playing it, I got one nice, great game, bro. I was like, hey, friend,
right,
friend
right,
request. Everyone else is like, you face me one on one, your
right.
Boba Fett's
Oh
going
yeah,
down or whatever. I'm like,
yeah.
dude, come on.
People get
Like the guy
mad.
has rockets,
It's a dude. It's a game, dude.
You have
Have
a sword and he
have
has
fun,
rockets. You
bro.
died.
Right, right. I love that. All right, so another portion of the podcast that I want to get to, I know I think we're coming in about 40 minutes on the podcast, and
I
we're
was
gonna
thinking we're at your time, but we
yeah
keep
we're
I don't
gonna
mind.
yeah one thing that I like to do on the podcast too is to see what Google or whatever the American news media is pushing on us, right? I like doing this,
I am paying no attention.
and you don't know you don't
Yeah,
and
I am paying
the
no attention.
thing is what's cool about Google, they kind of want to give you information that would pull you in.
Yeah,
So
it's
you're gonna get to
marketed
share with
information.
the entire Beyond the Mix podcast fan base. What does Gary look at?
Oh
So
no.
this is how it's gonna work for me. I'm gonna grab my phone. Okay. Oh look, I don't know if you guys see that. That's my beautiful wife on there. Let me see. Can you see that or is that blurry? Maybe you can't see. Anyway,
Blurry.
okay. So I'm gonna go to Google. I'm gonna go to my Google, www.google.com, and as you can see, it has like all these news media feeds, and I'm just gonna go to the top one. I'm gonna find a couple of them. So this is what Google thinks that I want to see. It's called former Call of Duty devs form a new studio to make the anti Call of Duty. That doesn't sound interesting to me. All leaked Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2 Battle Pass skins. I don't play Fortnite. I don't know why they're sending me that. And then
You should. It
this
gets fun, dude.
this other
It's
one,
so
Battlefield
stupid, but it's so
Battlefield
fun.
3 finally has the remaster. I don't know. I don't watch that. Oh, here's one that's interesting to me. Are MLB spring training ticket prices too expensive? How much it costs for a game in 2024? Here's the thing, guys. So I do find this interesting. Spring tickets. Now, so I love baseball. Like, and I will buy a ticket to a Seattle Mariners game, and then and I will stadium hop. So what I do is I wait for the regular baseball season and the hockey season, to kind of be aligned, and the games for the Mariners and the Seattle Kraken to be aligned, and I just go jump. I go jump, stadium hop. So I'll go to a baseball game and then I'll go to a hockey game. But okay,
Google was
we
right.
all know that like sports tickets are expensive. Oh, just so you know, we did buy tickets to Cigarettes After Sex. We say cast Cigarettes After Sex. That's kind of a mouthful. They are a music band. I love them. My
Good
daughter got
name.
me into
Good
their
name.
music. I love their music. We are going to see them in Oakland. I'm so looking forward to that. So looking for a big shout out to Cigarettes After Sex, man. They're just a great band. The
Honestly,
lead
your
singer,
name alone will put you at the top of every search
yeah,
engine
his
optimization
music is
ever.
music is just
SEO.
absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Um, but yeah, that was on mine.
Excuse
And
me.
now I'm gonna go to Apple News. So I love reading the news. I guess that's what you do when you're retired, right? You just go look at news all day. Let me
I
see
already
what
know
what their
news, my guy.
yeah. Don't worry about it, man.
Mine is all
Let's see
video
here.
game promos.
Pianos were the ultimate status symbol in China. Now factories can't get rid of them. So, guys, what does that
Oh,
mean? Be ready to get
yeah.
a to pianos might be getting cheaper for us in the
I'm getting a
US
grand piano.
unless we're gonna have beef with China. Who knows
Oh,
what's gonna
hopefully not.
happen?
It's
But
not.
when Corby
We don't
gets
want the
back here,
smoke.
we'll do the feed, the feed news thingy, and you'll see basically how it happens. But hey, what news do you have on your phone, Gary?
All
What's the
mine
first thing that
is
pops
is
up?
Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion free remake landing
Nerd
before
stuff.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Nerd stuff. All right,
Freaking
let's get out of there.
Nintendo Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Oh God, I remember you
Silent
love Final
Hill.
Fantasy.
Silent Hill. Oh, here we
Okay,
go.
go.
Eerie knocking reported during search for Titan submersible heard in new audio.
Ooh,
So it's
that's
either
scary.
games or conspiracy stuff. Yeah,
I like that.
I don't
I
really
like
want
that.
to go into the Titan submersible. That's tragedy. You know, we'll just
It's
say
so
that that was a
this is
tragedy
this is why I like doing the feed, the news feed is because our phones are always listening to us,
all the
always
time.
listening to us. So when they take that data, they the media company, they try to pull you in by sending you clickbait, something that you would like,
The
because if they
algorithm's
got your
real.
attention, yeah, they have
Yeah,
your attention, they can make money off of you. So that's what I find interesting. So that's Google thinks I'm interested in Call of Duty, which I am, and I will probably go and click on every single one of those Call
it
of
knows I
Duty
want some Final Fantasy
and
games.
baseball.
Let's
Yup.
go.
And you like the video
Belts and
games too.
hair,
Yeah. But my
big
dude,
swords.
this
It
was absolutely fun. We
was
are
great to be
back.
back.
It was great talking to you, man. Corby, I hope that you'll be on the next episode coming on the 22nd, I believe. But this episode airs on the 8th. This was really, really fun. We love you guys. Thank you for having us back. Thank you for listening to us. Until next time.
Peace.